Want a business you love that pays you well? Want a lifestyle where you can do what you want, when you want? Then you are in the right spot. It's time to overcome online overwhelm with OnlineMasterPlanSeries.com. Here's your host and one of the OMS mentors, Laura Waage.
Andrew, everyone has strengths and weaknesses, but I think sometimes people assume that since we've been in this space for so long, things are just easy for us and we don't deal with any of those trials. Can you share one task that's still a thorn in your side, even with where you're at in your career, and how it is that you overcome it?
You know, one of the things that is always a challenge is to get the right people to do these tasks for you. Now, there's so many different options out there: Elance, oDesk, Guru.com, Fiverr. And often you hire the first person that comes along because you think their credentials look good, and once you've hired that person, many people, I find, they tend to stick to the same person over and over again. And even if that person's quality or response starts to drop off, and what I've noticed over time is that the longer you have the same person working for you, the more they sort of drop off. And if they're a freelancer, they take on other jobs, and sometimes those jobs become more important. So one of the things that is real pain in my side is actually hiring the right staff in the first place. And I think one of the things that you really want to think about is how do I get them to be the best they can and keep them on their toes? And don't feel guilty if you've got to change freelancers. It's not like you are signing them up to be your best friend for life. These people are freelancers. They're expecting to do short-term jobs. And I keep my pool of people new and fresh, because when you get a fresh person, their attitude and their enthusiasm is so much more exciting, and their delivering time is usually a lot better too. So one of the things that I find a thorn in my side is to actually have the right quality of work all the time. So I often change it up by getting new staff to do the same old job regularly.
Such great information. And there's so many different ways that you can look at it. One of the things that I've recently started doing, and you and I had a conversation about this, which is actually part of what sparked it, is tasks that are reasonably affordable. I've actually started delegating to multiple people at once. So as an example, I actually sent out to 3 different graphic designers to have some images created, because I think, to your point, we go with the first person, we stick with the first person because it's easy. But that first person that I chose, when all of a sudden I had 3 examples to choose from, it really changed how I was looking at the project. So, it's interesting. I share that same thorn in my side that you do. And I think that the advice that you just shared is it's paramount.
I have a super quick story with that same situation. A client of ours was outsourcing, and he said he's got to get all these tasks done. He said, it's going to take me 60 hours to do this task myself. I said, well, go and outsource it. So he did, and he came back and he said, well, I found a couple of people, but I've chosen one person, and she says she'll get it done in 40 hours. So we'll deliver the project in a week. And I said, well, if you found 3 people, why would you wait 40 hours for it to be done when you can hire 3 and get it done in 10 hours or 12 hours? It's like, I'd never thought of that. He goes, that means it'll be ready in 2 days. I'm like, yes, go and do it. So anyway, think about, you don't have to just hire one person to do a continuing task. You can hire a number of people to do the same task, and it get done even quicker.
That's it for this episode. Don't let your next promising idea stop dead in its tracks because your overwhelm gets in the way. You need our free tips. Head on over to overcomeonlineoverwhelm.com now.